leader. I promised you that there are two states we're going to talk about. This is the reward circuit, but there's also in the brain the threat circuit. I think it's pretty obvious from the word. That's when you make negative experience. That's what you will see when you meet people you don't like. I don't know, your parents-in-law are coming over the weekend, or I don't know, whatever kind of negative encounters you might have. Or you, I don't know, this can be social situations, you get negative feedback, you have a stressful client interaction, something doesn't go well for you, and it can even be, I don't know, you are in this car accident we talk about, this puts you in a threat situation. In a threat situation, the counterpart of this nucleus accumbens would be the amygdala. It has been very popular even in the press for late years, lots of research on the amygdala. And what will happen is that cortisol will be put into your blood flow, and that's this negative stress hormone will go into your blood. And the thing is with threat, it basically stays a lot longer. Dopamine is released in your brain and you get a little kick out of it and you're happy for 10 minutes and then you focus on something else. Threat, one negative person in the morning who really puts you in a bad mood and you might stay in that mood all day long. Why is that so? Between reward and threat, there's one thing I would like for you to keep in mind, and it's very simple. 9-to-1, the so-called negativity bias. The brain does not treat positive stimuli and negative stimuli equally. We process negative experiences 9 times more strongly than positive experiences. So imagine you have a feedback situation, you tell the person in your team 9 wonderful things this person does and would say, oh, this little thing you could improve. And 1 year later you talk to the person, you will see that obviously he or she will remember that one negative thing and maybe some of the positive things you said, but I think one researcher, he said, positive information is like Teflon on the brain, it comes and goes, but negative information is like Velcro. You know, it sticks to you, the material that sticky material that will stay on your brain forever. I think it's a good analogy. So when you interact with people, it's so much more easy to put them in a bad mood than to make them happy. But then positive things, it's a drug circuit, so you need more of the same to get the same effect, and negative experience might stick forever. Why do you think that's like that? Isn't that a little bit stupid to be so biased? Yeah? Survival. Your ancestors, imagine you meet the tiger in the forest, or tigers don't live in forests, but something like that, and you meet it once and it tries to eat you, and then you meet it again, and you're thinking, oh, let's give him a second chance, let's see if he's nicer today. He maybe was hungry last time. He could have just eaten, and then you're gone. So when we make one negative experience, it's actually helpful to stay away from these negative things. And we also do a lot of work, and there's lots of research on learning. Let's say the strongest learning impact in the brain on negative experiences. You put your hand on the hot stove once, never do it again. It's aversive conditioning, and it even works. You watch somebody else make a negative experience, and easily the entire group picks that up. And for positive experience, people usually make that experience themselves, and they learn from that. You see somebody else eat chocolate. This doesn't mean that everybody here will go and eat chocolate, but you see somebody of you being eaten up by a snake that somehow was coming to the hotel, everybody will go away. There's not a few people who say, oh, I don't like snakes. Negative experience also spread very easily in groups.